Here are the tests on my 1991 Kohler Wellworth. It is set to the water level on the original flush valve, and it seems like it's too low, but it still flushes well, and it's on a standard flapper. So let's give it a flush and see how it does on tests. The flush is actually pretty nice considering how low the water looks in the tank, and the flapper closes at just the right time. First, let's see if it can take a washcloth. It should do perfectly. Did perfectly as expected. Now let's see if it can take a grocery bag. I think it's about time to get a new bag because this right here is my current one. It's starting to look all weathered and old, and this is a brand new one that's never been flushed. So I'm gonna try the brand new one, and then I'm gonna try the old one and see if the performance is any different. So right now this is the new one. I think it will pass. I have a feeling it's still in there. Yeah, I didn't take that one through. I'll be back for a second flush. Took it in 2 flushes, which is better than some, but not the greatest. So now I'm going to test the old worn out bag and see if that's any different. If this does better than the other bag, then that means that this one is not giving an accurate result and that I should switch to the new bag. So let's give this one a flush and see if it does any differently. I think it might still be in there judging by the way it gurgled, but it definitely did a little bit better than the previous one. I'm just gonna reach my hand under there and see if I can feel it. I think it was caught on something, but it definitely did better than the new one. So I'm gonna start switching to that new bag, and when they get to looking all worn out like this, I'm just gonna get a new bag instead of continuing with this one because I wanna have my results as accurate as possible. Now let's see if it can take the washcloth and the new grocery bag together. It's most certainly going to fail. And if it doesn't, then there's something wrong. Wow. I mean, it didn't pass, but it got it past the opening, which is really surprising. So I'm going to give this a second flush. Looks like the water's actually draining from it. but I'm going to give it a second flush when the tank fills up and see if it can pull that through. If it does, I'll be very impressed. I'm going to hold the handle down for the second flush because I don't think it can take it otherwise. Actually, why not? I'm just going to do a press and release flush, and then if it doesn't go through by the time the flapper closes, I'm just going to flush it again with the rest of the water in the tank. You know, I still think it has a chance. I'm going to give it a third flush when the tank is full. What's weird is the way the water is just pouring out like this. It's still clogged, but I don't think any more flushes is going to fix that. So I'm going to flush it just to put some water in the bowl, and then I'm going to hand plunge it. There we go. Wasn't clogged hard, but it certainly didn't pass. Now let's see if it can take a dish towel. I think it will pass. Well, it has a half pass at most, unless it decides to unclog itself right now. But I'm going to pause the video again and let the tank refill. I'm pretty sure it's going to pull through. I heard it go part way. And it overflowed, so that's a fail. That was stuck hard, even harder than the washcloth in the grocery bag, and I'm surprised. Just because I'm curious, I'm going to try that dish towel again. For some reason, I think it has the ability to pass. Looks the same to me. And once again, it's hard clogged too. Stuck in the bottom. Alright, so I'm not going to try that again. Now let's see how it flushes with a clogged siphon jet. Not good. Honestly, I'm not surprised. It's not a bad toilet, And considering that the siphon jet is a vital part of the flush, which I've mentioned before, you can't really blame a toilet for failing this test. It's just interesting to see how it would flush without a siphon jet. Now let's see how it does with dirt. I think the bowl rinse is going to be bad, but it's going to get the dirt out of the bowl. Unless they improved it since the 1975 to 1985 water guards, I think the bowl rinse is going to be sort of disappointing. I think the bowl clearance is very good. The only reason that it's still cloudy there is because it was taking parts of this as it went down, but I think that it did very, very well clearing the dirt out of the bowl. So aside from the obvious chunks, let's see how it did on the rinse. Very good. I'd say the rinse is pretty good. It definitely could use some improvement right there, but those were sort of large chunks, so I think if I had spread the dirt evenly, it probably would have taken that. I think a second flush will clear the rest of this out completely. This is a huge improvement since those 75 to 85 water guards. It's even an improvement since the previous generation of these from 1985 to 1988. This is not a bad toilet at all, and I'm glad I got one to test again. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.